Hard to believe both of these facts. Robert De Niro is 80 years old this weekend. Even scarier, I've been watching his films for 50 years, a half century almost exactly, as a matter of fact. Bang the Drum Slowly came out in late August of 1973, followed a couple of months later by another critically acclaimed film, Mean Streets. This then teenager loved both of those flicks, watched the latter one several times in the early days of HBO. And just a couple of months ago, I saw Mr. De Niro in the, well, not so great comedy About My Father. Putting together a top 10 list of my favorite Robert De Niro performances is damn near impossible, but I'll give it a whirl. I'll note right up front, I somehow never saw Jackie Brown, Brazil, Once Upon a Time in America, or Heat. So they weren't considered. I know, shame on me. Kill me for that. I fully expected to. Also, while he was real good in a few comedies over the years, including Analyze This, Midnight Run, I love that one, Meet the Parents, and 2015's The Intern, those performances aren't going to stiff my top 10 either. Also, while he was fine in 2012's Silver Linings Playbook and his character was a fan of my favorite team, the Eagles, I can't put that in the top 10 either. Again, this is my take on top 10 Robert De Niro performances, not the movie as a whole. Got it? Cool. First, a couple of honorable mentions. His roles as Leonard Lowe in Awakenings and casino operator Ace Rothstein in Casino, both excellent. As for the top 10, well, one of those movies I mentioned from the fall of 1973, I just actually rewatched it over the weekend, and that would be Mean Streets, the first of 10 movies De Niro has made with director Martin Scorsese over the last half century. He played loose cannon Johnny Boy in New York's Little Italy in that one. At number 9, De Niro's role as young Vito Corleone in The Godfather Part 2. Speaking most of his dialogue in Italian and earning him his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Remember, my rankings are based on what I thought of De Niro's performance, not the movie overall. My 8th favorite De Niro performance, his role as the hardworking father Lorenzo, who has a son that befriends a local organized crime boss in A Bronx Tale. Real good film overall. At number 7, the most recent film on my list, the year 2019, the film The Irishman, De Niro as truck driver and hitman Frank Sheeran, who had ties to Jimmy Hoffa, a well-received Netflix film. 6th on my list, another terrific gangster movie, yeah, another one, in which De Niro played the intimidating Jimmy Conway, 1990s Goodfellas. I got to rewatch that one again soon. It's so darn good. Okay, my favorite 5 Robert De Niro performances. Number 5 would be his role as Staff Sergeant Michael Vronsky in the 1978 war epic, The Deer Hunter. De Niro called that one a physically and emotionally exhausting role. 4th, I have a hunch this is higher on my list than yours, but it was something very different. But he nailed the role of Rupert Pupkin, a wannabe comedian and TV host who went to extreme means to make that happen. The movie, The King of Comedy. If you haven't seen that, check it out. At number 3, believe it or not, I didn't see this film until about 8 years ago. It is him as the mentally unstable anti-hero Travis Bickle in the 1976 controversial hit Taxi Driver. You talking to me? Number 2 on my list, his role as the psychotic convicted rapist Max Cady, out of prison and out for vengeance on the attorney who sent him to prison, complete with a wild southern drawl, in the 1991 remake of Cape Fear. Very well done thriller. And my absolute favorite Robert De Niro performance, it is considered one of the very best sports movies, one of the greatest movies of all time. It's De Niro in The Story of the Boxer, Jake LaMotta, the 1980 classic Raging Bull, which earned him a Best Actor award. So many terrific Robert De Niro movies over the last 50 years, and he's got a 10th one with Martin Scorsese coming out in October, an epic Western crime drama called Killers of the Flower Moon. Happy 80th, Bob De Niro.